The Eiffel Tower, the Leaning Tower of Pisa, Christian Dior, Giorgio Armani, Brie, mozzarella. Well, in this episode, we're going to explore another French-Italian rivalry you may not have heard of. It's Champagne versus Franciacorta, and what you learn may surprise you. If you mention northern Italian lakes, most people will think of Lake Como and lounging on a sailboat, living the high fashion life. But if you're as crazy about wine as I am, you should visit the breathtaking Lake Iseo in Franciacorta, which is just south of the snow-capped Alps and only about an hour's drive from Milan. However, there is much more to the beauty of Franciacorta than Lake Iseo. Discover monasteries dotting the hills, along with enchanting vineyards where grapes have been growing since Roman times. The beautiful Lake Iseo has long been a playground for the rich Milanese. And what's the rule if you make a large fortune? Well, you spend a small fortune in building a winery. But what wine do you make? With the world-famous Barolo at your doorstep, who dares make a dry red? On the other hand, the fashionistas of Milan are crying out for bottles of bubbly. So take advantage of the cool breezes that the lake brings, making the perfect climate for traditional method sparkling wine. Although nearly every region in Italy makes many a fun sparkling wine, it was the winemakers of Franciacorta who started with a single-minded goal of making a wine to compete with the icon of Champagne. To this end, they concentrated on using the traditional method of sparkling wine, a process where the bubbles are produced through capturing the carbon dioxide from the second fermentation in individual bottles. And these wines are then aged and bottled for a long, extended period of time to develop a delicious creaminess and long-lasting bubbles, which are the mark of a high-quality sparkling wine. But this is a costly and time-consuming endeavor indeed. Now, I've been lucky enough to visit the aptly named Bella Vista, one of the pioneers of this region, to learn more about this Italian rival to the French Champagne. So come with me and discover the wonderful Franciacorta.
Ciao, benvenuta, che bello avervi qua, siamo molto felici.
I am so happy to be here to learn about your winery and your family.
Bellissimo, grazie, anche noi siamo felici di potervi raccontare la nostra storia. Per prima cosa vorrei mostrarti la bellissima vista della nostra Franciacorta.
Oh, I really want to see.
Bene, andiamo.
Thank you. Wow, this is so exciting.
Questa è la nostra bellissima Franciacorta.
Bellissima.
Una bella vista.
Bella Vista, so that's the name.
Sì, esatto, questo è proprio il nome della collina dove ci troviamo. Sui mappali era registrato come Bella Vista e quindi tuttora è rimasto questo nome dell'azienda.
Oh, wow. So, do you think it's this scenery that makes Franciacorta what it is?
Assolutamente sì, la Franciacorta è questo piccolo bacino che tu puoi vedere, chiuso dalle colline. È una zona molto protetta che mantiene un clima molto particolare che è ottimale per la produzione del Franciacorta, il primo metodo classico italiano.
Wow, so really it is this perfect area for sparkling wine.
Sì, è proprio la zona perfetta.
Now, is that why your family came here?
In realtà la mia famiglia è nata in Franciacorta nel 500, è sempre rimasta in Franciacorta. Mio padre negli anni 70, vivendo su questa collina, ha deciso di iniziare a provare a fare vino e così ha iniziato a creare quello che poi è diventata oggi la Franciacorta. Direi che è uno dei fondatori della nostra bellissima terra.
Okay, now I have a question for you.
Sì?
Because many Chinese people have never heard of Franciacorta. They certainly have never drunk it. So what would you say to them to persuade them?
Allora, innanzitutto devo dire che è un vero peccato se i cinesi non hanno mai assaggiato questo vino, perché È simile a uno champagne, ma è diverso. La zona dell'Italia non ha il clima come il clima della Champagne, ha un clima molto più mite. Quindi i vini sono più fruttati, sono più morbidi, meno acidi, sono molto affascinanti. È il vino per i giovani, è il vino della festa, è il vino per celebrare, ma anche per stare bene in compagnia sempre. Queste bollicine ti danno proprio tanta felicità.
Oh wow, well now I want to taste some.
Perfetto, allora spero che prestissimo tu abbia l'occasione di assaggiarlo.
Oh wonderful,
Okay.
but first I think let's look at Bella Vista.
Ah,
Bellissima!
sì. Bellissima vista, guarda.
Walking through Bella Vista, I could be in any wine cellar in Champagne, but here the Italians have one up the French by imposing stricter regulations on the aging of their wine in bottle. In Franciacorta, it's 18 months. In Champagne, only 15. What does that mean? Every bottle of Franciacorta will be filled with the bready, yeasty flavors of autolysis. It will have a creamy mouthfeel, but it also means you'll never find a cheap bottle of Franciacorta in your local supermarket.哇，这个专品果厂是做传统起泡酒的最重要的酿造工艺过程之一。它把里边的死掉的酵母，让它从那个瓶子里的液体流到那个瓶口，但是这个需要3个星期，一直每一天转移点瓶子，这个好厉害。但是我想这个师傅可以做快一点。Per favore, puis volentieri. Well, you can spend loads of money building a beautiful winery, but the proof of the pudding is in the tasting. So I'm really happy, since Bella Vista and Petra are owned by the same family, to meet up with my old friend Vitaliano and taste my way through some lovely Franciacorta. Well, it's lovely to see you again, Vita. But Bella Vista, we're here in Bella Vista Winery and not in Petra in Tuscany. So can you tell me, what do these two wineries have in common?
So first of all, it's a pleasure for me as well to see you again in Bella Vista. It's quite simple. Basically, Vittorio Moretti owns both Petra in Tuscany and Bella Vista here in Franciacorta.
Before we taste, can I ask you something?
Yes, sure.
People think about sparkling wine being in flute, you know, very narrow, elegant glasses. But
Sure.
here, we've got glasses that are a little bit bigger.
So basically, with this glass, we are able to enjoy the wine much more compared to a flute, especially on the fruitiness. So on the smell, on the nose, yeah, it opens up much more.
Oh, well, I'm very excited to taste some.
Sure, let's start with Alma.
Okay, wonderful. I love the orange.
Yeah, this is a product that is actually representing the company at the best, because it's our sole product. That's where the word Alma comes from. It's based on Chardonnay, Pinot Noir and Pinot Blanc, for the traditional grapes. There you go. Ready?
Whoa! Oh, wonderful. Just a little bit of sound.
Sure. One for you and one for me. There you go.
So it's very light, isn't it, but fruity. It's
Sure.
got lots and lots of flavor, but also the bubbles make it very fresh.
Yes, it's what is typical about Franciacorta, especially Alma, is this nice drinkability, nice and pleasant, absolutely. It's very gentle on the palate, so quite elegant.
Would you say that's how it differs from Champagne?
Well, Champagne's got higher acidity and probably deeper minerality, while we are more on the fruitier side. So let's say the drinkability we have as Franciacorta, it's higher. The deepness they have, it's higher. So that's the big difference.
Okay, all right. Well, this is wonderful. And what occasion would you drink this?
Well, we drink in different occasions here at home, you know, to have fun with friends, just to enjoy a glass by itself in a relaxing moment during the day, or for sure for special occasions, birthdays, anniversary, and so forth.
Okay, and Alma, this Alma Grand Cuvée, it is your non-vintage blend?
Correct. We do this as a non-vintage. All the other are vintage wine.
So besides Alma, what other wines do you make here at Bella Vista?
Well, we do produce a few other wines, but today I decided, you know, inspired by your shirt, to bring the rosé one. So we're gonna taste
wonderful.
rosé 2015.
I get to open the rosé.
Yes, please. Go ahead.
Fantastic. Oh, wow. 所以现在我要给你介绍一下如何打开气泡酒，因为我知道有的时候打开气泡酒真的有点可怕，所以首先我们要把这个扔掉，然后这个也不需要，但是好漂亮啊！然后你看到这个是铁丝，对不对？然后我们有这个笼子，那么这个铁丝的部分，你首先需要把松一点，对不对？需要把松一点。这个笼子你不一定需要拿出来啊。其实如果你怕这个，你就直接把这个，然后你就开始转瓶子，而不要转那个。你真的要转瓶子，而不要转那个塞子。所以你转，如果你打开得很好，你可以很好控制。哦，我没控制得那么好。Can I pour you a glass?
Sure, please.
Oh, fantastic. All right. Ooh. Oh, I love pink wine. It's so pretty. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay. Ooh. Oh, look at it. So great. And it goes with my outfit.
It does.
Okay. Well, let me put that there. Oh, the color is so pretty. It's like a delicate rose petal.
Yeah, that's correct. So the rosé wine, it's the most difficult usually to produce as a sparkling.
Oh, it's the most difficult.
Yes, the most delicate.
Is it a bit more expensive?
It is a little bit more expensive. We want to get a wine that is elegant, that is long-lasting as well, but it's got structure. So in this case, the Pinot Noir is a little bit more.
You can definitely smell the Pinot in this because of the amount of strawberries and a little bit of raspberry, beautiful hints. In Chinese, we have a fruit called yangmei, which is a red fruit, very much smells like that. And you have these lovely bubbles. These bubbles are nothing like Coca-Cola bubbles.
No,
they're
absolutely.
so fine, they're so gentle. So would you like to explain a bit? Why are the bubbles in this so different from, say, a soda pop?
Well, the process to produce bubbles in this wine is very natural and it takes a long time.
So this is the traditional method?
Absolutely, yes. So second fermentation in the bottle. To get good things, you need time to do its job.
Yeah.
So we need to wait. As you see, this is a wine from harvest 2015. So the bubbles is very fine, it's very caressing your palate, and it's perfect for any kind of food to be matched with. So it's very easy going with different kind of food.
So what we have here are wines that are just really elegant. I can imagine them in the high fashion of Italy, in some art galleries, in beautiful Michelin restaurants, that kind of environment.
Yeah, correct.
For me, it's a wine of true elegance, and I love the way the rosé goes with my hair. So thank you very much for introducing these wines to me.
My pleasure indeed.
Cheers!
Chin chin.
Salute!
Salute.
So next time you want to celebrate with a bottle of champagne, why not live la dolce vita and open a bottle of lovely Franciacorta instead?